Yo, everybody out there, it's Tooth Decay, and this is actually our first episode with a special guest.
You gotta bleep that out, homie.
No, well,
No
we'll
name.
bleep. No name?
No name.
Can we go by?
If I'm gonna be talking about some crazy shit, then you can't have my name on there. Alright.
Is that good? Can we use that?
Nah, dude, that's my Instagram.
Okay, can we call you? What can we call you then?
I don't know, you can call me whatever, just not something that's gonna come back.
Jimmy. What that? Yo.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
What's up, G?
Yeah, Jimmy works. Alright, oh, fuck. Alright, it's all good. Yo, we got Sully Love. We got, fucking Papa Bear Lou and Jimmy. Just know Jimmy does crazy shit, so we need to keep him on the down low, you know? He could get arrested after this episode on the way home.
That's hilarious, because my uncle's name was Jimmy. He was, like, the craziest person.
There you go.
Like, he was, like, running from the cops one time after, like, doing a drug deal in the Keys and, like, jumped, like, a drawbridge, like, G shit. Like, yeah, it's a real ass story.
That's fucking crazy. See, Jimmys are fucking crazy ass people. Like, I've never met a person named Jimmy who wasn't a crazy fuck.
Yeah, my parents tell me I have, like, the same personality as him.
That's crazy. But yo, Jimmy is on his shit. He actually, bro, you got on Hall of Meat. Like, it has over 1 million like followers.
1.4, I saw it today.
1.4 million followers for cutting your hand open, and you lost like a lethal amount of blood, right?
Yeah, like I was like getting out of it, like lightheaded.
Jeez,
Wasn't
shit.
feeling too good, you know.
And then I heard you guys didn't even go straight to like an emergency room.
Yeah.
Like you went like to you stopped at Wendy's or like no.
Like we were in this ditch and I had to like hop a fence to get out, and like I wasn't even looking back after that. Like I was just freaking out so much, and my homie like went to go jump the fence and he like couldn't because it was like so slippery from all the blood for like my wrist.
Yeah.
And we looked up an urgent care and we went to it and like it was tore down. I was like,
no.
Oh, fuck, like I'm losing so much blood. I went to a different urgent care. They're like, you're 17. We can't take you without a parent. Like, even though all my homies are older than me, I was just like, fuck you.
We
know?
can't
like,
take you without a parent. You're gonna die.
So, like, we went to the hospital.
What the fuck? What is that? That's bullshit.
Yeah, we went to the hospital and, like, we parked at the Cancer Institute on accident. And I walked, like, half a mile to, like, get to the emergency room. So it's been, like,
an hour already.
Yeah, it's been, like 45 minutes. And it was just, like, bleeding a lot. And, like, I was, like, super lightheaded and, like, stumbling. And my homie was, like, freaking out. And then we went to like the emergency room and they're like, you have to call a parent, and I was like, fuck, my phone's dead. And then my homie's phone was dead.
Jesus
So like I had to use like the
Christ.
hospital phone and stuff. And then they like sent me into like the children's hospital part because I'm not 18.
What the fuck? They want you to die.
Yeah,
they
right?
want you. They want you to die. They're like,
And like they just like put me back there and then like looked at it and they just wrapped it up in like some gauze and shit and then like sent me back out to the waiting room. And then it was probably like an hour before I got in. And then when I finally got back in, it was like 2 hours before someone showed up. And like,
damn.
Yeah, but it like stopped bleeding somewhat.
I saw it. Like it was like a ditch, and you were trying to do an overcrook.
Yeah, on this rail that was like right next to a fence. And when I went to pop out, like the rail, like the top of the rail just impaled like my wrist.
I saw it, man.
Yeah, and like the first nurse that came in, like took off the gauze, and he's just like literally like twisting my wrist around and like looking at it, it starts leaking again, like so much.
Oh fuck.
And he's like freaking out. He's like, and like
Fucking
dabbing
idiot.
it with like a gauze thing, and then he like rewrapped it, and then came back in like 20 minutes later. He's like, all right, we're gonna try this thing. It'll like help it stop bleeding. It's like some gel or something.
Yeah.
And he like undoes like the gauze and like goes to put it on. And it's like bleeding so much that he can't get like the gel on.
Holy
it's like
shit.
washing away in the blood.
And this is 45 minutes later after like the actual shit happened.
This is like 2 hours probably.
So you wrapped it up in your shirt, yeah?
Yeah. The shirt's gone though. I was trying to save it. It was so bloody.
That's insane, bro. I have been in the presence of you getting your shit fucked up.
Yeah, I think you were you there when I
was
broke
there
my
when
arm?
you snapped your arm right in half.
Yeah.
I watched it.
I was like 12 when that happened.
That was insane. And then as your arm was an S. Like it was like crooked as an S.
Yeah, that was like the second time I broke my arm and they both looked like S's.
That's insane. But yo, the way you skate, like I'm surprised more shit hasn't happened to you because you're fucking crazy on a board.
Yeah, dude, I'm lucky. Like this is like the only time or the third time I've gotten stitches.
Gee, shit. Well, you know what you're doing. That's the main part.
Only time to the third time.
Yeah, I forgot about the other two times. One time I was actually cutting open a coconut with like a machete because me and my homies were just trying to get like coconut water, and I like sliced like the tip of my finger like half off.
Damn.
And then like I called my mom and was like, yo, like my finger's hanging off my finger, like the tip of my finger. And she was like, all right, I'll be home in a second. We get home, she looks at it, she's like,
she's used to this shit.
yeah, she's like, all right, we'll take you to the hospital. And then I get in the car and I'm like still bleeding a lot, and I'm like, fuck. And then she goes and starts talking to my neighbor, like for 15 minutes.
Like casual.
Yeah, just like having a conversation. I'm like, yo, bitch, like I'm like about to die. Like,
so what's
go.
new? Oh well, he just cut his Jimmy just cut his finger open. It's no big deal, you know.
Yeah, right?
That's insane, man. That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. But you got a video coming out too. You got a lot of shit going for you. You got
actually,
Magnolia.
Yeah, the night that I fucked my arm up, like, was the night of the premiere in Orlando, and like no one thought I was gonna make it. Like my homie came on like the speaker, was like, yeah, he's not gonna make it. And then luckily I got out of the hospital at like 8:45, maybe 9.
Okay.
And the hospital was across the street from the premiere. Like
No shit.
It was fate.
And
like,
that was the official premiere of your video.
Yeah, the first showing. Like I haven't even seen the video. Like the only people that have seen the video are the 2 guys that made it.
That are editing.
Shout out Thomas and Troy in Orlando.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah, and I walked in my hospital scrubs, and everybody was like, "What the fuck?" Like Jimmy.
Ass out everything.
Yeah, no, I had a shirt, like a scrubs on.
That's how you should have walked in. Ass out everything.
I was
dick
debating.
out.
I was like either bloody ass shirt or scrubs, and I was like scrubs.
That'd been hilarious if you walked in no shirt, just like bloody ass arm, shirt hanging off your arm. They'd have been like, "Yo, this is a fucking legend." But you made it.
Yeah,
That was your fucking.
yeah, there was, like,
is
all
that
the-
your first like big video you've been in?
Oh, that was the second.
Second big.
The other
video.
one was Hot and Humid. It came out like 2 months ago.
Okay.
That Josh Kulik made.
I think I did see a couple clips from that. Bro, you are ripping.
Thanks,
You're
dude.
a legend. Gee shit. Not only a legend on the board, but a legend, like party legend.
Yeah, dude,
Legend
I
with the
love to
bitches.
get wasted.
Gee shit. I've never not seen this guy sober. Like he's always been fucked up.
I mean, who wants to live life sober? Like,
hell no.
Nobody. Yo, I heard you're down with the MILFs.
yo, actually, I'm down with the gilfs.
Hold up.
Whoa. Can we get a definition one time? Urban Dictionary. Webster.
Any lady that's over 45 and has nice titties.
Gotta have the titties.
I love that.
Gotta have the titties.
That's
Gilf.
definitely my definition of a
Yo,
gilf.
run that #1 GILF story.
All right, so you know that concert Rib Roundup, like that country thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
all the white
basically-
bitches go to.
Yeah.
White
like,
bitch.
Every white bitch goes to.
I mean, it's literally just like white bitches get wasted, everybody hooks up, it's sick.
a good
So
time.
I went with a group of kids from my school. And we got wasted. We pre-gamed from 12 o'clock. The concert started at like 6:30. We were
Jesus
gone.
Christ.
Like I lost my ticket to the concert, and like someone ended up like handing me $50 outside, like just giving me $50, and I bought a ticket. Went in, like got with my group. All of us passed out. Like we were in the lawn, like in the grass, just passed out for probably like 45 minutes, and then my bad. And then I woke up. And my homie was like, yo, let's go get beer, because I got my fake at that concert. So I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll try it out. Like, I just got it. I got to try it, right? So I'm like with this guy and this really hot-ass chick. I'm not trying to name drop anybody. So
Nah, it's all good.
we like go up to the stand, and this lady walks by, and she like touches my back, and she's like, I feel like I see you everywhere, and like walks away. And then my homie's like, yo, Chum, you're in that, get it. And I'm just like, fuck, like I'm wasted.
Yo,
like,
I did see a picture of her.
She's busted.
She was pretty busted.
She's
but
busted.
Nice titties.
Yeah, she's alright.
And you were drunk as fuck.
I was wasted.
I can not honestly say that I've been with a 45-year-old. So
no,
props.
dude, she was
Top
like
that, yeah.
she was like 50, 55.
There you go.
There
like
it is.
She probably had
fucking
she had a kid.
Old. Yeah.
She probably had
kids.
she had a few kids.
And her kids
like,
have kids.
and her kids have kids. Yeah.
Oh
So-
god damn.
She
sure.
walks by. She touches my back, and homie's like, "Yo, you're in it." And then I'm like, "Nah, dude, nah, dude." And then like she walks away, and then she like starts walking back like across.
Yo,
like,
buddy who said
the
nah
stand?
dude, nah dude. That was you actually.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. Yeah. I thought it was somebody else. God damn. Continue.
So,
I was about to
this
say,
hot-
fuck
Bro,
that, dude.
this
No.
hot ass chick was like, "Go get it," or Jimmy, go get it. And I'm like, "All right." So I'm like, dude, she's hot as fuck. I gotta do it. So I like walk up to her and I just start talking to her, and like within a minute, like we're hooking up.
How did that conversation go?
It kind of just went like, yo, what's up? Like, I saw you come up to me earlier, and she's like, yeah, hi, like,
Yeah.
flirting with me or whatever. And then I was like, yo, I'll tell you what, I'm making a video of me making out with a bunch of chicks. And she's like, okay, and then like immediately starts kissing me. And I'm like, fuck, like, wait a second, let me whip out my phone so I can like record this. I get it on Snapchat, just like us making out, and her eyes are open.
Shit.
Her eyes are open for the whole video.
Damn.
It's so weird.
That's
She probably hasn't made out with anybody in a while.
Yeah,
so she was
let
like,
alone a
I can't believe
17-year-old
this is
kid.
happening. I gotta keep my eyes open to make sure this is actually happening.
She was with nobody.
crazy.
She was with her, like, she was by herself.
That's insane. Damn, bro.
What a way
Yeah,
to
bro.
finesse. What a way to finesse.
I mean, a kid your age, actually, like, you're living life, bro, on another level.
Like,
for sure.
I didn't want anybody to know about it at first, and then like it just like got out. Everybody knew as soon as I got to school on Monday. Yo, what's up, Gilf Hunter? Like saying all this shit, and I'm just like, all right, whatever. I ended up posting the video on my Finsta later.
Yeah.
Everybody flipped the shit.
Nah, I give you fucking props, bro.
Hell
That's
yeah.
fucking sick.
Oh yeah, G.
That is fucking.
Wait. Question though.
What's
Are
up?
you actually making a video of you making out with chicks?
No,
Got him.
My God.
There you go, bro.
just
That's how
gotta
you
make
have to
shit
do
up
it.
sometimes.
My
For
God.
sure. Yo, half the time you get with any girl, it's made up shit.
G
That's
shit.
Yeah.
more than half.
More than
95% of the time.
Yeah. Like, I'll be out at, like, a party or something, and the girl will be, I'll be like, yo, what's your name? And, like, she'll say her name. I'll be like, oh, I didn't hear that. What's your actual name? Like, Jezebel? And she'll be like, no, it's Stephanie. Ha.
Jezebel.
And then, like, right there, you're in it. Like, I heard your fucking name, you dumb bitch.
I'm gonna
Like,
use that.
Jeez, that's what I do,
Use
bro.
that. I'm the next
And
video I
they're
get
like,
to.
yeah,
What's your
they'll
name?
laugh.
Jezebel?
They'll be like, ha ha. Dude, you could honestly say anything.
They're wasted. They'll laugh at anything.
Yeah. You could be like, what's your name? Fucking Karina. You could be like, fucking Hudam Hussein? What? Would you say? No, Karina. Let's talk. Ha. Like, gee shit.
Yo, all these made up names are relative to me. Like, I was banging this chick Corinne for a while.
Corinne.
And she got so fucking obsessed with me. Like,
Yeah.
would not stop, like,
Dick too good.
stalking me. Like, I would go to my homie's house to, like,
too
just
bomb.
chill.
Dick two bomb.
Yeah, for real. And, like, I would, like, go to my homie's house to, like, chill or whatever. She'd show up, like, out of nowhere. No text. Like, not even
Really?
tell my friend that she's coming. Just, like, show up.
That's crazy.
And it went like that for, like, 2 months. And
people
I
don't do that shit
finally-
anymore. They don't just show up.
Dude, I finally like flipped this shit at her. I was like, yo, you need to chill. Like, I don't like you. I stopped hooking up with you for a reason. Like, stop coming around. You're the most annoying bitch ever. And then, like, she was like, all right, fine. And then, she still kept coming around. And I was trying to hook up with this other chick.
Yeah.
And, like, she knew the other chick, too. So it was, like, weird. And then,
that's like you. Like, yeah, no, we won't.
West Palm's too small.
West Palm is way too small.
yeah, so like it comes down to like one night, like everybody's looking for something to do. Like we just picked up alcohol. For some reason, I decided, yo, I'm gonna spend $80 on 3 bottles of alcohol.
Yeah.
So I get a bottle of Malibu for the bitches because
True.
bitches love Malibu. Like
love Malibu.
it's such
Yo,
a pussy drink.
Barefoot, Moscato, Pink, or Malibu.
Yeah,
You're in it.
and then
Just saying, all the viewers out there, if you're trying to fuck some bitch on some drunk shit, that's what you need to get. Gee shit. Continue. All right, so you got Malibu for the bitches. What else you
I
get?
got Malibu. I got a bottle of mango Ciroc, I think it was, and then a bottle of Bacardi Dragon Fruit because that was the bitch I was trying to fuck. Like she wanted that.
Dragon.
So I was
fruit.
like, yeah. I was like, all right, sick. I got you. And I got like the big bottle, and then like the big bottle of Ciroc, and then like the big bottle of Malibu. So I was like, I'm getting wasted.
yeah,
Like I'm gonna be set for
That's
like
not a
2 weeks.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're in a parking lot. I'm waiting for my Uber because I decided I was gonna like leave these people and go to this girl's party that I'm trying to fuck.
Yeah.
So they're like, yo, can we have a Getty at your house? Because like my mom lived in the apartment at the time because I had like 3 houses.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
I remember
yeah.
the apartment.
I was like already drunk. I was like, yeah, just fucking go for it. They like went to my house and had like a party. I was like, whatever, I don't really care.
Like their party. Like you weren't there.
I wasn't there and they're having a party at my house. So like I go to this girl's party.
Reckless.
Dude.
I would never.
Oh wait, let me back up.
I would never.
Yo, keys under the mat. Just fucking clean
I don't
up
trust
after
niggas,
yourself.
Bro. I don't trust any of these niggas.
That's insane. See, I'm telling you, this kid's a fucking legend.
Go ahead,
All
man.
All right, so
continue.
let me back up. We're in this parking lot. I'm waiting for my Uber to go to this girl's house, and I drank like Oh no, I took a couple sips out of the Malibu, and my homie was like, "Yo, let me buy it off you. I'll give you what you paid for it." And I'm like, "All right, bet." So like, he pays me full amount what I bought for it, and then he's like, "Yeah, you can sip it." I drink half the bottle, like I chug half the bottle. I'm like, "All right, this is sick." Like I'm not feeling anything. It's fucking Malibu. And then I get in the Uber. I start taking shots of Ciroc, and then like we get to like this one street, and I swear to God, there was 12 cops in an intersection, like shooting at somebody. Like I thought it was just like, yeah, like I thought it was wasted. Like what the fuck is going on? Like the Uber's like, "Oh, we're gonna take a shortcut," and I'm like, "All right, dude, that's fine." It was 6th Ave and Dixie.
That's a rough spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I show up to this girl's party, and I start drinking more and more and more. Next thing I know, I finished the bottle of Ciroc to myself.
Yeah.
Like no one else. Like I probably gave out like a couple shots, and that's it.
Yeah.
So
It's your bottle.
yeah, and then I have a bottle of like Bacardi Dragon Fruit left over. So
Which
I'm
was
like,
for her.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like done. I'm wasted, and everybody goes up to the second story. I just like take off my clothes, and I'm like in my boxers, and I jump off the roof into her pool while shotgunning a beer.
Damn.
So it's like, all right, this is sick, you know.
Yeah.
And then, fuck, what happens next?
Okay. So, shotgun a beer.
Shotgun
on
a beer.
the roof, in your boxers, jumping into the pool.
Yeah.
Are you the only one in the pool?
Yeah.
Like, you're getting that shit started.
Yeah, I'm the
Like,
only one that jumped in the
Motherfuckers
pool.
are like,
Yeah.
holy shit, look at this motherfucker.
And it wasn't even like a party; it was like a Getty.
Yeah.
I was just like that throwed ass.
So,
nigga
how many
there.
people in general would you say were at the party? It's
Probably like 20.
20 people. Okay,
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah,
small.
it was like
gig.
a-
Was
yeah.
it a big house?
It was decent. It wasn't like too big. Like your house is huge, but
Apparently.
It fucking is.
yeah.
I guess. Yeah. All right. So you jump in the pool. You're in the pool.
Oh yeah, I get out of the pool. Homie throws me another beer. I smack it on my head. That shit explodes everywhere. Like I broke the beer can in half, like 2 pieces.
Hard ass head.
Yeah, right. Like I don't know. I was just so gone. So I put my clothes like on the side while I was drying off, and then it gets to like 12 o'clock, and I'm like, all right, well I'm gonna go check on my house. Like they're having this party, so
How far away was your house from the party you went to?
probably like 20 minutes.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I like go to get my clothes, and only half my clothes are there. So it's
No.
like my pants, 1 sock, 2 shoes, and that's it.
Shit.
Oh, and a hat. That too. So, oh no. I took my underwear off so I could get in my
Pants
dry. Yeah. So, no underwear either. And it was like Calvin Klein underwear. I was like, fuck, whatever.
Yeah. Calvin's expensive.
So I get in the Uber, like half naked, and this guy starts driving back to my house. And I still have this bottle of like Bacardi Dragon
wait,
Fruit.
the Uber driver didn't have a problem with you being half naked in his Uber?
No.
Damn, man. I throw up in an Uber, I get the fucking... I'm not even allowed back into an Uber.
Well, you can't throw up in an Uber.
But he's butt-ass naked in a fucking Uber.
Yeah, you can't throw up though.
He's just freeballing.
Damn. All right, continue. I mean, I don't know. That's
All
fucked.
right, so we get like 15 minutes into the ride, and I'm like, yo, roll down the window real quick. And he's like, all right. And then I just like lean out the window and like throw up. But like none of it gets on his car. So he's like straight with it. Like he pulls over. I finish like throwing up. We get to my house. All I remember is stumbling into my house. This really hot ass chick that went to Dreyfus, I know, like was leaving with her boyfriend.
Okay.
And then I get inside. I remember I went to the bathroom, came back out, played a game of BP. Next thing I know, I was on my bathroom floor, and then I woke up on my bathroom floor at like 4 a.m.
Damn.
I'm like, fuck. Like, this is the worst thing. I like walk
Hangover
around,
from hell.
Yeah, I like walk around my house to see like who's there. There's some kid passed out on a couch with this chick that like I banged, and then there's another 2 kids on a different couch, like in a different room, and it was just like, what the fuck is going on?
What the fuck? Where's your mom in this?
My mom was at the apartment. This was at my new house before we moved in.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so this chick always gets so drunk that I have to drive her car. Like,
Yeah.
no matter how drunk I am. Like,
Okay.
she'll have like 3 beers and be wasted.
Okay.
So after that, after waking up at like 4 a.m. on my bathroom floor, we drive, like I have to drive her Jeep back from her house to my house. And then we get to my house, and then like I ended up banging that chick, and then the other 2 homies slept on the couch. And we woke up, it was like 10 o'clock, I think, and my mom wasn't there. So we start immediately drinking again. Like
That's always drinking, man.
Yeah.
That's what it leads to.
Yeah.
You could be at a funeral. This
Like,
kid's drinking.
We start playing like Ring of Fire.
I mean,
Alcoholism's sick.
there you go.
We start playing Ring of Fire, but instead of like mixed drinks, we just do it with shots. So like, yeah. So like
Damn.
every time you have to drink, we'd just take shots. And that chick that I told you that got wasted off like 3 beers, she took like 18 shots.
Okay.
So
Jesus Christ.
we go to my pool. Like we
shots.
moved like the party to my pool, and like
Yeah.
more people show up, and like next thing I know, this chick is like walking towards like the shower on the side of the pool and the grass, and then she starts throwing up, and then she's out,
Like,
blacked out, like on the floor next to my pool, like in the bushes.
Damn. That's when you take advantage.
No, dude.
What the fuck? Hell yeah.
So
you fucking, I'm gonna help her out. I'm just helping her out. Bring her inside, lay her down. No, I'm just joking.
so I roll her on her side because like if she throws up while she's
See,
like,
he's going for it outside in front of everybody.
It's a piece of
I roll her on her side, take off the top, take off the bottom.
Man.
no,
Roll her on her side. Okay.
I roll her on her side because if she throws up while she's blacked out, she's gonna choke on it.
Yeah, she'll die.
Yeah, so like
Damn.
if you roll her on her side, she'll be straight.
This fucking kid, he got fucking
knows.
shit together. He
He
knows.
knows.
So like
Jimmy in the cut. All right, continue.
so we continue drinking, and she's just like passed out, and she's probably out for like 30 minutes, and then we're like, fuck, like what should we do? So me and my homie put her on one of those chairs, like those recliner like tanning chair things.
Yeah.
And we like pick that up and like move it over like a stretcher, and she's just laying there, and like we're sitting at this table probably like 5 feet away from her, and then I look over and I see her hands like doing some crazy shit.
She's
And
having
I'm
a
like,
seizure.
Gang signs.
no,
No?
like she's just like doing some shit with her hand, and I'm like, yo, what's up? And she's just like pointing at her mouth like she was like trying to tell us she can't speak or else she's gonna throw up. She's like that drunk, and then
Damn.
so like she's like sitting there like doing sign language for like an hour straight, and no one knows what sign, like no one has to speak sign
Does
language.
she know sign language, or is she just fucking up, like
that's the
fucking
thing,
around
like,
with her hand?
Later that night we found out like she forgot that she knew sign language and was just like speaking it, and she's like, oh, now I remember how to do it. Like when I was wasted, I just remembered how to do it.
Wait, what? She do sign language?
Black out and just start speaking sign language.
yeah. So like
That's her shit.
Yo, that sounds some other shit.
So we
she got
didn't-
superpowers.
we just like continued on with our shit and like drinking and whatnot, and it gets like 6 o'clock, and I have to I had to do something, but I don't remember, and I have to like bring her in her Jeep and like drive her to her house.
Because you always drive her Jeep no matter how drunk she is.
Yeah, like I've had some fucked experiences in that Jeep. Like I would take it like mudding on my old road, and like
She doesn't give
like,
a fuck,
No,
right?
like no, I
This is
like,
just a side?
dude. Yeah, and
Side
like
bitch?
one time, like she fell asleep at my house, and like I took her Jeep out to get food, and like came back and like ended up shooting like my pistol out of her Jeep on my street, like just like into the air for no reason because I was drunk. It's like the dumbest thing ever, but
It's kind of dope.
Kind of fun, yeah.
yeah, it was fun, but it's just like that could definitely
I
hurt
kind of want to
somebody.
do that out the Benz. Like take a gun in the Benz and just go in random neighborhoods shooting it off.
That's what I want to do with my life.
That'd
Yo,
be pretty
every
dope.
day.
I got an AR-15. Let's go.
All right, we're doing it tonight. Yo, if you don't hear back from us, just know we
We're
didn't make it
fucking
back.
arrested.
Yeah, because we were shooting guns out of our car.
Fuck that on black. Y'all do that shit. I'm gonna die. I can't.
I'm doing that shit.
Have fun.
That's gonna be dope.
Have fun.
For the snap. All right. So you're taking this bitch's Jeep wherever you want. It's
Yeah,
pretty much
yeah.
like your truck almost.
So I take her to her house, and I'm like, fuck. Like, I don't know how I'm getting back. So I call my homie that was at my house, and he's like, yeah, I'll come pick you up. He comes and picks me up. Like, she, like, walks inside by herself.
Okay.
And then we get back, and we just continue drinking. And then I
Always
woke up, like,
drinking.
the next day, like, with the worst hangover of my life.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
no more alcohol left. Like, within 24 hours, we drank 3 bottles of alcohol.
True.
Like, mostly to myself. And that's pretty much the most fucked up story I've had with alcohol.
Yeah. Yo, I'm surprised you didn't have like alcohol poisoning.
I think I did, to be
Yeah?
honest. Like, because I was like, last thing I remember was throwing up in my bathroom and then waking up, like, somehow, like, on my bathroom floor, like, sprawled out. Like,
Jesus.
You're probably like immune to alcohol poisoning at this point.
It could be.
yeah, I haven't been that wasted in a while. The first time I ever blacked out drunk, though, was July 4th. And it was the first time I ever, like, went to, like, a college to, like, party.
Oh yeah. What college you go through?
Gainesville.
UF.
Yeah.
That's a good spot.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we pull up in an Uber. We've been drinking all day. I probably had like 8 beers already. And then we get in like the club. Or no, we're walking up to the club, and I don't have an ID at this point. Like, this is before I got a fake.
Okay.
Everybody else is like, fuck, he's not gonna get in. Like, this is gonna ruin our night. I'm like, yeah, bitch, bet. Like, I'm already drunk. I like walk up, slide $10 underneath my ID. Guy like gets distracted and is like, oh, you're good, and like hands me my ID and $10 back.
Slick.
So I'm like, what? This is fucking sick.
And this is at UF, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like the next week, I was supposed to go to Orlando to like film for that video that's coming out Friday.
Yeah.
And I had like $200.
Did
So
you get your ender? I mean, coming back to UF, but did you film your ender for the video?
I didn't get what I wanted, but I had like a couple clips already that were like good for an ender.
That's what's up.
We get in the club. Long story short, I spend $180 on alcohol. I hooked up with like a chick that was like 23. I was like
$180 on alcohol. Now think about it. It's $4 for a beer. What were you drinking? Like mixed drinks, like taking shots,
It was this
doing a
shit-
round for everybody in the club.
No.
Holy shit! $180.
It was mostly like me and then like whatever chick I was with at that point.
Okay.
So fuck, what was that drink called? It's like a Corona, but they top it off with like either Bacardi or tequila.
Oh, do they like flip it over and like jack it into
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's like one big bowl, and then they take the Corona and they like slam it into another drink.
No. It's like a Corona bottle, and like the little space that they leave, they like pour a shot in, so it's like topped off.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, I wish I remember what it was called. But I drank like 5 of those, and like that was like, fuck yeah, like I'm feeling good. So I start like taking shots
shit.
at like Captain. Like I order like 5 shots of Captain at once and take like 3 in a row, and then like gave 2 to this chick, and then like I'm literally like the bar is like in the back. It's outside in the back.
It's small, yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
like a bar in the middle, and then everybody's just walking like or like chilling like around it. And I'm with Pedro and Gabe.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And Sean.
Oh,
That's what I was
fuck.
visiting in.
Is that's
at
who you
UF.
went to?
Yeah.
Yo, Sean is. I haven't seen Sean in a while.
Yeah, dude. He's
a long time.
He's crazy, dude. He's really like.
Yeah, he's
he
on his
parties
other
a lot.
shit. He's on his other shit, especially at UF.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So I'm like literally just getting shots and like walking around and like drinking, and then homie like I like see this one guy. I was like I've never met this guy before, but like I walk up to him and I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you drinking? Because he has like a bucket.
Oh god, bro! I have a story for you with a bucket. Like the bucket ended my night.
Yeah, dude.
It
the bucket pretty
fucked
much
up
fucked
my
me up.
night.
So I asked him, I'm like, oh, what's in the bucket? And he's like, it's like a mojito or something like that, but it's like frozen.
Yeah.
So you know how you can't like taste alcohol in those drinks?
Yeah.
He just hands it to me. He's like, chug it. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, chug it. And I'm like, okay. I chug like there's bitches there, and I was like, all right. I chugged like the whole thing.
Okay.
And then like 20 minutes later, they're like, yo, let's go home. I'm like, I don't know if I want to leave right now, because if I leave, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, dude, let's go home. I'm
Bro,
like,
I just
fuck.
chugged this whole
Yeah.
thing. Like I'm on one right now. You
Yeah.
want me to sit in an Uber on the way back to an apartment, like to just like go to sleep or like?
Yeah, and like the whole time I was like lying to these chicks, and I was like, yeah, I go to UCF. I'm a fucking sophomore, or at some of them I tell them I'm a junior. And then like this one chick was like, yo, I'm from UCF too. I'm like, all right, bet, like I'll fuck you, like yeah. And I was like wasted, and then like we leave, and I start walking down the street, and I'm like stumbling like everywhere, like I can't even walk. They had to like carry me. We get inside the Uber. The Uber starts driving. I'm like, yo, slow the fuck down. Like keep telling him over and over again, like slow down, slow down, slow down. And the guy's like,
He's like, yo, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna kick you out. I'm literally going 20 miles an hour. We're not going fucking 70 like you think.
I was just like, oh, like my bad. So we get back to my homie's house. I'm in his driveway, and he has like a screen before his door.
Yeah.
And then like he has like a gate, so like you can park in the driveway, close the gate, and then they have the screen door.
Yeah.
So I'm like throwing up in this bush, and then everybody goes inside, and I like sit down. I'm just like sitting down, like trying to calm myself down, and then everybody comes back outside, and they're like, yo, are you gonna come inside? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm fine. I'm just trying to like make sure I'm fine. Like I don't want to throw up again.
Yeah.
They're like, all right. And then I wake up, and it's 6 a.m., and I'm still in his driveway.
You fell asleep in his driveway.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Damn.
And
that's crazy.
I like knock on the door, and luckily someone was up, and they're like, oh shit, we got really stoned and forgot about you.
Homies. Damn. Yo. Last time I went to fucking a college, I went to FSU for my 21st birthday, and that shit was insane. I mean, like, we went to this club, and we
You told me about this.
we went to this club. I forgot what the club was. I can't even remember, but like, I was the only one that was 21, and for some reason, like, the 5 people I was with made it in. So I go into this club, and I'm fucking drinking my ass off, having a great ass fucking time. Like, the best time I've ever had. So, like, I'm having a great time. Like, we're talking to a bunch of people. Like, I'm talking to girls. Like, here. And then, like, I see my boy, like running through the club with one of those buckets, like a huge bucket with like a straw, and he's just like, he's going back and forth, and he's like being chased by somebody, and I was like, oh fuck, what the fuck? So I run up to him, and he's like, yo, take the bucket, go, run, chug this shit. So I'm like running, and I'm like, okay, yeah. So I'm running and I'm chugging this shit, and this dude comes up from behind me, and he slams the shit out of my hand. And I just drop the bucket, and it goes everywhere, like on people, like it's everywhere. People are slipping, like, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? And he's like, yo, your fucking boy is not old enough. He doesn't have a wristband to fucking drink that shit. Get the fuck out of here. I was like, bro, go fuck yourself. So we go out in the front, and for some reason, the 5 people I was with decided to pick a fight with the bouncer for no reason. They were like, yo, fuck this club, fuck you, you black motherfucker, I'll beat your ass. Yo, one of the kids was black, so it's okay.
It's not okay.
It's not.
It's definitely not okay.
All right, I'm just repeating the story.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I'm just repeating the story.
One of the kids was black. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not fine.
Okay, but this is what happened. You know, he was the one that said it.
Go.
Fuck it.
Go.
All right. So like, yo, fuck you. Like, and each of like the 3 kids that were trying to get into this fight, they're each like 100 pounds. The bouncer, 300 pounds even. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And I look away for 2 seconds. I look back. Everybody has their shirt off. Like the 300-pound black guy, he has his shirt off. My boys have their shirt off. So my one boy runs at him, and as he's running, I side tackle him to the ground, gravel and everything. I grab him by his hair, and I pull him up, and I yell into his ear. I was like, yo, I'm not fucking going to jail in Tallahassee. Get your shit together. We're getting the fuck out of here. My other boy is trying to square up. He's ready to fight. I fucking knocked the side of his head, and he's like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm like, yo, fucking, we're leaving. Like, and I'm holding back the 300-pound bouncer. I'm like, yo, man, like, we don't want any of this. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, you're fucking beautiful. I love you. Don't do this. Like, he's like, man, I'll fucking kill every one of these motherfuckers out here, man. I'm off. Like, I just clocked out. I'm on my way home. I'll fuck you up. And I was like, yo, you don't need to fuck anybody up. We're all good. Don't worry about it. So we're leaving, and we get into this, call it Uber. We're like a mile away from the apartment we're supposed to stay at, and everybody's drunk off their asses. And my one boy was being a dickhead the whole entire trip. It was like a week trip. So like, for some reason, somehow we got his Uber account, and we charged every Uber we took the whole entire trip to his account. So
That's hilarious.
we were like, yo, you're being a fucking dickhead this whole entire time.
like, fuck you.
Yeah. So we get into this Uber. It's like a big van, and I'm sitting in the middle seat, and like, we're driving, and like, I start smelling like something, like something's brewing. I start smelling something, and I look back, and it's my homeboy, and I can see like there's like drool down the side of his face and shit, and he looks at me, and he puts his finger over his mouth, and he's like, shh. So I get up, and I look over the seat, and the whole floorboard of the seat is just covered in throw up.
What?
What the fuck?
Like, it's like over their feet, like,
That's nasty.
and like, it's like to the point where it's spewing out, like from the back of the van to the front, like it's
Like slushing
flowing.
around on
Yeah,
the floor.
it's like flowing.
Yo, that's
and
so
like the
gross.
Haitian dude driving us was like, he was like, oh, you smell something weird in here. I was like, no, dude, like, I think this is your van.
Your van smells like shit.
So I'm like, just please fucking get to the place we need to go, so we don't have to deal with this. So we get to the place, we all get out, And we close the door, and as he's driving away, all we hear is, son of a bitch! Like, he fucking saw the shit, and we all ran inside. And my boy got charged like $300.
Yeah, you get charged for that shit.
Yeah, he woke up the next morning. He's like, motherfucker, I got charged $300. I was like, yeah, well, you shouldn't have thrown up in that dude's van. So, bro, that was a crazy ass night in Tallahassee.
I thought that was gonna be the story where you went to the club, saw that hot ass chick with like the shots, and was like, walked up to her and was like, yo, I'll eat you out if you let me and my boys get all the shots we want for the night. Like,
that did happen that night.
And you ended up like eating her out on like fucking her like on your boy's couch or something like that.
No. I took her. We were still in the club, but I took her back to the bathroom, and it was just disgusting. And she was not about it, and I was like too drunk to even know what was going on. And I was like, what? Who are you? Like, what's going on right now? She's like, fuck it, I'm going back. I'm like, fuck this. Yeah, that didn't happen. Jesus.
You didn't bang her?
No.
What?
I mean, I was drunk off my ass. I didn't bring anyone home that night, unfortunately.
That reminds me of one night I went to Pawn Shop, like that one club in West Palm, that shitty ass club. And it's like everybody from high school goes there. It's the worst club ever. It's gnarly. Like,
Pawn Shop.
Yeah, Pawn Shop.
Yeah, this is ghetto as fuck.
There's this one chick like dancing on like, you know, the square blocks they have in there.
Yeah.
They're, like stages or whatever. Like they kicked me off of one of those because they said, yo, like, you're a dude. We don't let dudes on stage.
They like, kicked you off the square in the middle?
Yeah.
They got what? That one square. You got up on the square.
Yeah, with like a bunch of chicks and like chicks that I knew too. And then there's another square with this one chick that's like hula hooping. And I see her like finish her act or whatever and gets down, and like I was like, oh shit, she's kind of hot. Like I like walk up to her, I'm like, yo, I'm like, let me hula hoop. And she's like, yeah, go for it. And I'm like trying hula hoop, and I've never been able to hula hoop. But I swear to God, I was wasted, and the fucking hips were like moving right, and like it started working. And then like I went to do it again, and it didn't work. I was like, wait, you gotta teach me how to hula hoop. And then like she's like, all right. And then like we go to the back of like Pawn Shop, and we like start like conversating or whatever. And then like she's like getting paid like right now, and she's like just in between like shows. And we ended up like hooking up. I started like fingering her like in the back of like Pawn Shop, like in front of everybody. Like I was wasted. And then she like, we're like in the middle of like hooking up, and she like pushes me off, and she's like, wait, I gotta go like dance. And like gets up and like she like looks at it like her phone. She's like, yeah, I gotta go now. And like jumps up on stage like and just starts dancing. And then I left. I was like, fuck that. Like I drove home. I was like,
damn,
gone.
Shit, that's insane. What about you? You got any crazy stories?
No, y'all white boys are crazy.
I know, we're on another one.
Y'all want to die.
Speaking of white.
Oh, here we go. Yo, anything you put up against this guy, you will get shut down.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about drugs.
Oh, yeah?
So,
oh my God. La cocaína!
Yeah, so I used to do that shit like every weekend, beginning of this year, and then I stopped because that shit's fucking gross. Like, it's like sick, it's fun, it gets you like hyped as fuck, but like I just stopped because like I didn't want to like, I don't know, I just didn't want to get addicted to it. So I stopped for like 2 months.
Okay.
Prom comes around.
Shit is fucking expensive, man.
It is expensive.
Yeah.
So like prom comes around, my prom date, she's some hot Canadian chick that like just moved here. I'm like, fuck yeah, like I'm gonna bang this chick tonight. So I pick up like a half G for me and her. I get a bottle of Henny, and then I get like 3 tiny bottles, and like we're gonna sneak them into prom because they breathalyze you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So
shit.
We get to prom. She's like, where do I put these? And I just like lift up her dress, like put like these 3 bottles like in her pussy, like not in her pussy, but like in her like underwear, like. So we get in.
Fuck.
I was like, these guys aren't gonna touch you. They patted me down.
Where do I put these?
Yeah.
Give me a sec. Scoop.
Like I was like, these guys aren't gonna touch you. They're gonna pat me down. They like aren't gonna touch a girl because of like lawsuits and shit. So we get in. We start drinking. Like, we get kind of drunk. And then she ended up leaving me, like, at prom and, like, ended up with Corinne, that chick, that annoying-ass chick, and, like, doing, like, coke in the bathroom. And then we go to like an after party, and like she like showed up in a limo, and like I had like all this coke, and my homie like is a coke dealer, so I rode out to the party with him. Like he just started selling like that night, so he picked up like a quarter, like so much, and he's like, all right, we're getting fucked up. I start drinking. I open up the fridge. There's at least 300 Jello shots. I literally take 5 in each hand. Do all 5 at once, like 5 in this hand. I did all 5, and then like
popping them.
Yeah, like finished it. Did all 5 of this one. Did it again, and then I started drinking like Smirnoff Ice to chase like Henny, and then a couple Coronas, and then like all right, I need like a line. So I go in the bathroom. I start doing lines. Ended up doing 2 G's that night.
Holy fuck.
To myself.
How the fuck are you still alive, motherfucker?
Like I don't know, dude. Like my heart was racing so much.
How
Like
are you not dead? Oh, you should be dead.
What?
yeah.
How are you here?
Honestly, I don't know how I get places either because I don't have a license.
You're fucking immortal. Right now, you don't have a license?
Yeah, I drove here. I don't have a license. I mean, I do have a license, but it's for New Jersey and it's not real. So
Damn. Yo,
I did so
bro, you're
much
immortal.
blow.
You're immortal.
And this chick like is at the after party. I'm like sick. I'm gonna bang her. Like she's hot as fuck. Next thing I know, she's passed out drunk on the couch. Or no, the
Ooh.
bed. I'm like, fuck, like I can't like rape her. Like I'm not Lou, like our Papa Bear.
I'm not
That's true.
because you're a fucking rapist.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's
Exactly.
exactly the situation.
Yo, I'm out here raping bitches.
So
Just
she was
remember.
she was supposed to stay over at my house, and I'm like, yo, like I'm dipping, like you want to come? She's like, not responding. So I'm like, all right, fuck you. Like I'm not dealing with your shit. You find your own shit. Like going home and like
fuck off.
yeah. And I woke
Like,
up.
I'm done. I brought you to this fucking thing.
Actually, earlier before I woke up, like before I even went to bed that night, like my stomach felt like shit. Like I felt like I was gonna throw up just because like all the coke in my stomach. It was so gnarly. And
you were
then
just snorting away, yeah?
yeah, and then I get home. I wake up the next morning, like in between your nose and your mouth, where you know you like get like snot and shit.
Yeah.
Like clogged.
Like, you go,
Yeah.
And then-
Clogged. I can't even do that. I like start drinking water. I drink like maybe a gallon of water that day. It did not help. Like it was the worst thing. It was like that for 2 days. And I have not done it since. I probably won't do it until like my birthday or something. Like there's only like
you know, like, I won't do it
month away.
until like,
It's a month away.
my birthday, because it's my birthday. He's got sponsors. He's got Magnolia coming out, huge part.
Converse, Magnolia, Shred Shed.
Yeah, he's sponsored by Shred Shed and Converse, which is insane. If you ever see this dude rip, he is... It's like magical. It's fucking crazy. But he's got his sponsors. He's got Magnolia coming out. He's fucking got on Hall of Meat, which is insane. You have over probably 400,000 views.
On that video, last
Yeah.
time I checked, it was like 350,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I gained like 150
You're
followers from that.
moving up. That's insane.
Dude,
That's
I
Thrasher.
like had a video that I posted a couple days ago and I got like maybe 200 views. I checked today, it had like 6,000. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Crazy.
That's insane. You're really getting out there. And like, don't you have a shit with Do It For State?
oh yeah.
Yeah. Another huge ass fucking
So Super Bowl party.
Instagram.
Yeah, Super Bowl party at my homie's house, and it's just not even a party. It's just like me and like a couple guys, and we have a keg, and then we order Papa John's. The Papa John's guy like comes up, and like the garage is open, and I'm like asking my homie, like, yo, should I get him to do a keg stand? He's like, yeah. So I'm like, yo, instead of tipping you, do you want to do a keg stand? He's like, yeah, like, I'm like, fuck yeah, I like go
Papa
inside.
John's
like,
guy.
yeah, I like go inside, get all the homies, and everybody's just taking a Snapchat of this guy doing like a keg stand. He does like the weakest keg stand possible. I was so bummed.
He's all hype. But still, you made it on Do It For State, which is crazy.
Actually, Pedro did too. He like tray flipped on the highway.
Yo, that is the craziest video I've ever seen. So this kid Pedro, another crazy ass skater, he knows what he's doing. So this busy ass highway, turnpike, I-95, like thousands of cars rushing by, doing at least 80, 70. Rush hour. So the kid takes his board and he gets like an open slot in the middle of the highway. Takes his board, filming. He does a tray flip. As soon as he does a tray flip, he just like skates off to the road, and there's cars coming like constant cars coming. These kids are crazy as fuck.
The kid actually lives with me now.
Pedro lives with you?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, he gets off work at 11. Actually, he said he wanted me to pick him up, but
That'd be crazy. Yeah, for sure. Whenever you guys want to come back, for sure. But you have Jimmy. If you want to give your tag for Instagram, Twitter, that's up to you. Snapchat.
all right, you know what? Fuck it. At Chum Grum on Instagram or Chum Grum from my Finsta. Magnolia premiere on Friday, 9:00 p.m. Movies at Lake Worth. Come shop at Shred Shed and skate Converse.
They're the best shoes to skate. And if you want to see some crazy ass shit, because every time I go on Instagram and I see you, it's always some crazy shit. It's funny. I always like it. I love the shit you be posting. And this is the dude right here. This is Tooth Decay. You got Sully Love, Papa Bear, Jimmy. It's all love.
All love.
All love.
Peace out.